literally made the number one song in the nation about you. And in the song, he openly calls you a pedophile. He literally says, "Say Drake, I heard you like him young." Like, he literally says that. Seen a meme with Kendrick like hitting Drake with the hollow purple from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I laughed my ass off. I was like, that if you know the scene it comes from, like, that's hilarious.
I know you seen the X-Bang videos and shit, version
that shit. They been going in on that shit.
Like
X-Bang, goddamn. One dude did like the remake of fucking like, you ever seen goddamn Godfather Harlem? They did a remake of that shit. That shit was fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god. Then it was like Smack Your Daddy. They did Smack, like, they redid that shit. I was like, oh my god. They've just been going in on that shit.
And then Metro put out this BBL Drizzy beat, and that just made it even worse. Yeah, it's catchy as fuck. Like, that's why you never beef with your producers. If you're gonna be a musician, never beef with your producers. Because your producers is like, what? What? Yeah. I'm the one making the beats. Hold on, I got you. My dude made a whole diss beat. He didn't make a diss song. He made a diss beat. Come on.
Like, but so many people have made their own versions. Like,
I heard a merengue
there's this
version.
one I found on TikTok with the Surgeon that did a BBL Drizzy version. I was just like, this is great.
I heard a merengue version this morning. It was like a Spanish lady, and she was just like getting it. It was like a merengue. I said, "Oh fuck, no! I don't even know what to do with this."
We were just chatting, and someone just driving by listening to it in their car.
That song, "They Not Like Us." They not like us. I said, "Oh my god, Kendrick done gone. Kendrick done made a pop diss song. Like, you relied on being the pop star for up until this point. He literally made the number one song in the nation about you. And in the song, he openly calls you a pedophile. He literally says, "Say Drake, I heard you like him young." Like, he literally says that.
And it didn't come back well.
Nah, not at all.
No, and then he didn't. His comeback is super ultra weak, and like, it's like, dude.
It's it reminds people of that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Frank looks real bad, and he's like, "We definitely have to write a song about how we don't diddle kids." And I feel like Drake had that same energy type of shit coming back or whatever.
I feel like when you're in a battle with somebody and they make an accusation like that about you, and you know that it's not true. Now, if you know that it is true, then you don't need to be battling no fucking body. You need to be goddamn in jail, nigga. Shot at. I was trying to find a not the horrifying thing to say, but
well, that did happen.
right. Like, but if you're in a battle with somebody and they say something like that about you, and you know that it's not true, you gotta disregard it. It's like a parry. You disregard it, brush it off, and you get to the direct matter at hand. Like, oh, okay, you talk bullshit, whatever. Okay, and now I'm gonna get to this. But taking the time out of your verse to try to tell everybody I'm not weird around young girls, that's what made the internet then go, are you sure? And now the internet like pulling up different instances where Drake is being weird around young girls. He did have a girl from Stranger Things as a teenager talking about like she be texting Drake. Like, that's kind of weird.
That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Like, what 30-year-old man that's not related to
30-year-old man like text my daughter, he's gonna be like,
and she like 14, 15, what is she like 16? That's and you like texting her, you're like in your 30s, like, no, that's weird, bro. That is weird.
That's not right. It's not right.
Nah, that's weird. I'm just gonna say, it's weird. So like for him to like come back and his response be so, you know, like lackluster, like parry that. Don't worry about that. Like don't address that. Cause if it's true, then we're gonna find out. And if it's not true, then we're gonna find out. But I feel like taking the time out of your song to actually address that, and then at the end to be like, you can drop 100 diss songs at me and I ain't gonna reply no more or some shit like that. It's like, come on, dude. That was a cornball. That was kind of some cornball shit. Like, come on, keep on going. What do you got going on? Like, I feel like they should have. I wish they would have kept it like without the
extra.
Yeah, the crazy stuff. If they just kept it more like my bars are better than yours, I make better music than you.
No,
I feel like
for the juggler.
He should have responded back with like, "You're obsessed with me. Look at how many songs you've made about me. This is ridiculous. Go to sleep." That's how I would have approached it. But here's the problem: you anger and ego and a bunch of yes men around you. Someone need to tell this man the truth. Like, you need to go to fucking bed. Maybe come back tomorrow or the day after.
The truth be told, though, with that
you're not looking good right now.
Take a season off.
Kendrick had recorded the verse to like that like last year, and if you really listen to the verse, he's not really dissing Drake and J. Cole. What he's saying is, I don't want to be compared to y'all. It's not a big three. It's just me. It's just me. I don't want to be compared to y'all. I don't want to be in the same macrocosm as y'all, because I'm not doing what y'all are doing. So like, don't compare me to y'all. Leave me alone. You know. And in that regard, I kind of understand. Like, leave me alone. Stop grouping me with y'all. It's like, I'm gonna put it in anime terms. Like, Orochimaru got tired of being grouped in with goddamn Lady Tsunade and Jiraiya. He got tired of that shit. Like, bro, I'm tired of it. I don't want to be grouped in with y'all niggas no more.
It's even worse for them because he didn't even grow up with them or nothing like that.
Right. So he like, bro, I don't want to be a part of what y'all on. Like, bro, I want to do my own thing. So y'all gonna do
me. Kendrick was always more of a poetic
rapper.
rapper to me, like Chance the Rapper or Wale.
Yeah. And he's like, I kind of don't want to be a part of y'all big three. I don't want no parts of that. I want to be at home, family.
All three of them are completely different.
Yeah.
Like, J. Cole can tell a story, and I feel he is very worded and poetic. But at the same time, it's like a different vibe.
It's more straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's more eclectic.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you have to listen very closely to even understand what the hell he's talking about in the first.
I feel like Kendrick's got a very good idea as to the vision for his music. Kendrick has a vision for his music. That's the
and
folks
Drake
be like, he don't.
Drake makes pop songs and songs for bitches.
Right.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
So, you know, boom, there you go.
So that's three different paths. You know what I'm saying? Like, completely like.
It's kind of like the Chaos Gods and 40K or something.
And then I think that there's certain things that they have in common for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't think that I kind of agree with Kendrick. I don't think any of the three of them are comparable in the first place.
Yeah, like leave me out of this shit. Leave me out of y'all big threes. Like I said, the perfect anime analogy is Orochimaru. I don't want to be compared to Tsunade and Jiraiya. I'm colder than y'all, for one. For two, I'm doing my own thing. And for three, I just don't like the comparison. Cut it out. You know? And in that regard, I feel that I'm not competing with you guys. Stop mentioning me in your songs. Stop bringing me up. Leave me alone. If I'm in the darkness and I'm shrouded and I'm not speaking on you, don't speak on me. Whatever. Like, keep me out. I can't be mad at Kendrick, but Drake I feel like the internet bullied Drake into responding. I feel like Drake was gonna let it go, but the internet made such a big thing out of that song and Kendrick's response that Drake, who's perennially on the internet, and we know this, Drake was kind of like, oh shit, I have no option.
He responded on stage at a concert.
Right.
But he didn't respond but it took him a minute to actually respond on wax, which actually, when you really think about it, is technically not even necessary, because what were you responding to? You were responding to him saying, I don't want to be compared to y'all niggas. Cut it out. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't compare me to y'all. I'm doing my own thing. So, like, it's kind of like Andre 3000, but an aggressive Andre 3000. Like I just put out stank on
like,
leave me alone.
Like this. When Drake made his response, he hyped like his fan base up to a fight where he got his own ass whipped.
And yes, and I think even before that, like when Like That song with Future came out, the internet itself was kind of like, boy, Drake, you gotta say something. You gotta say something or you a punk. You gotta say something or you a punk. And like it kind of put him into a situation like, imagine your PR team, you Drake, and your PR, this song just came out, and this is the #1 song in the nation now. So in this song, he's openly saying, hey, you know, what to you sound like this is, but he basically saying, don't compare me to y'all. I'm Prince. I'm not Michael Jackson. I'm Prince. I'm making music for generations. I'm not Michael Jackson.
I'm not going to say I know what Kendrick was thinking, but I just don't think they should have bothered that man. He had said what he had said. He felt how he felt. As an artist, it should have just been respected and dropped.
Yeah. But when you got people outside, when you one of the biggest artists on the planet,
afterwards.
True. But when you one of the biggest artists on the planet, and you got like a bunch of people in your ear, and they all like telling you like, hey man, the streets are saying you gotta say something back. Your ego is gonna take over, and then you gonna say something back because your ego not gonna let you just let this ride. It's a lot of the same reason why like Benzino actually tried to diss Eminem.
It could have been carried out in a more artistic fashion, though, you know. Because I do feel like social media has a certain aspect that took it in the direction that it did as well.
Yeah. Especially because the last time Drake was in a beef, we found out that he had a son. So like that kind of puts a whole new dimension onto like now when you're in future beefs, we expect somebody to like say something that's going to totally embarrass you, which then gives him a read, which then gives Kendrick, who if anybody in the industry would have insight into if you're doing weird shit, it would probably be Kendrick. Like, dude, I'm in the industry too. I'm one of the biggest artists on the planet also. So I got people out there gathering information for me also. Hey, look, I'm gonna hit you with these information. I'm gonna hit you with these things. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, I think it shouldn't have been as, try to be scandalous as it became. But had they just been about like, I'm about to just drop bars on you, I really feel like Kendrick would have won anyway. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the mudslinging part was really even necessary in any way. I feel like they could have left that out.
Mudslinging, that was like napalm in a bucket of razor blades.
Yeah.
That was like when we were in school and people would gather around for a fight and everybody's just watching the fight.
It was like a barn.
Yeah.
Like a barrel fire fight.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, one of the top songs in the nation, from what I understand, the #1 song on iTunes is a song where Kendrick is literally saying in the verse, hey Drake, I heard you like them young. Like that line, what did he say? Certified lover boy? Certified pedophiles? Jesus Christ. And that's one of the biggest songs in the nation right now. Just think about that. Like, the nigga said, freaky ass nigga here, 69 gawd. Like, Drake has to take at least a year or two off. This has put him in such a checkmate that if he's smart, he'll take 2 years off from recording music. And then drop something maybe 2 years from now. Give himself about a good 2 years out of the spotlight. Live your life, raise your son, goddamn, do all that kind of stuff, and then come out with something new. Because right now it's not really safe. Like, you got people walking down the street saying freaky ass nigga here 69 gawd. Like, how do you as a rapper repair your image from that?
It's so disrespectful.
I seen folks in the club shouting OV ho, OV ho. So now they done disrespected your crew and they done turned it into a chant that's really easy for people to say. So now that's gonna be a thing. That's a thing from now on. Like, OV ho is a thing from now on. You can just go ahead and count that in. Like, it's when you're battling a rapper, you want to. One of the best ways you can, if you can't outbar them, you want to like tear them down psychologically, and that's one of the best ways to do it. Like, like, I diss you on a psychological level. I'm gonna destroy your crew. I'm gonna make little slogans that people can say. Your biggest name that people know you by is 6 God, right? But now you're the 69 God. And that's gonna always be something that people circle back to. It's like psychological warfare. So now Drake may have a while before he even refers to himself as a 6 God. He might have to just drop that nickname as a whole, just because
I
like
saw somebody say he just go back to acting.
He was a terrible actor. What you talking about?
right. So like I think he need to take maybe like 2 years off.
He can take a vacation.
Just stay home. You live in like a fucking fortress. Stay home with your kid for maybe like 2 years.
A long beard.
Yeah, man.
Reflect on the shit you did to yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong. You see what J. Cole did? J. Cole smart. It's like
J. Cole out here like frolicking in flowers. He on the beach.
he chilling.
He like fucking doing
Living life.
shamanistic poses. He done found out about ayahuasca. Like
He said, I'm about to turn 40, nigga. I need my sleep. I don't know if you know this.
like nigga, what the fuck? What you guys got going on?
What?
Like
It's too old for a rap, baby. Nigga, like that's not something you do in your late 20s, your early 30s.
man, look.
Because y'all getting old.
But truth be told, if you know the history of it, Drake been sneak dissing Kendrick for a very long time.
And a lot of other
Ever
people.
since Control, Drake did not like that Control verse. If you hear Drake, when they ask him about that Control verse, and you hear like Drake talk about that Control verse, he does not like that shit at all. He did not like that verse at all. It made his ass, it twisted his panties into a nice little bundle. So Drake done kind of been going to Kendrick ever since. And Kendrick, of course, you know, I know you going at me, so I'm gonna go at you too. I'm gonna go at you too. You know, fuck it. What y'all don't know, what a lot of people don't know is that song, Bitch, Be Humble. Hold up, bitch. That song is about Big Sean. Because after the Control verse, Big Sean started dissing Kendrick because Kendrick like stole the show from him, and Big Sean felt some kind of way about getting out-rapped on his own song. So like he been dissing Kendrick ever since.
That shit's gonna happen though.
Man, and that's why in the song Humble, when he says it's levels to it, you and I know, bitch, be humble. He's talking to Big Sean. He's saying, I'm on another level than you. And he is. I'm on another level than you as an artist. Like you're like a B tier rapper. You're like a B tier rapper, maybe low A tier rapper. I'm like an S tier rapper. We're on different levels with this. Like